Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Dora the Explorer. What do these incredible works of fiction have in common? Maps. Maps provide so much to a fictional world's lore. Gives the audience a sense of scale of the geographical dynamics of the story at hand. As far as building a map goes,
I'm something of a
cartographer
myself.
But for real, I have made a ton of maps. Well, video game maps. You should check them out. For this video, I want to tackle building the best fictional map of all time, Middle-earth. And to add a slight layer of difficulty, I'm only going to use pieces from the largest Lego set ever made. Your mom. The world map. Now for some obligatory Lego ASMR. To recreate this incredible piece of parchment, I'm going to start in the top left-hand side.
Obviously, this blue part here is the land. Then that would mean
The ocean is pretty boring because nothing important ever happened there. However, this compass is pretty dope if I do say so myself. But now that we've hit land, we can start admiring the rich history of this continent.
They're full of rich history.
From the old witch realm of Angmar in the north, down to Gondor in the south, I added as much detail as the pieces at my disposal allowed. The Brandywine, the Bruinen, and the Anduin are only a few of the many rivers I incorporated into this build. For the mountains, I decided just to show the black Technic bricks underneath, as the colors I had left were getting pretty sparse. Well, except for pink. But I hate pink. From here I can just follow the actual world map instructions to add the frame and the other bits. The finishing touch is to add Frodo's path from the Shire all the way to the land of Mordor. Leaving Bag End, Frodo and his companions met up with Aragorn and faced some of the 9 Black Riders where Frodo got a lovely stab wound. In a hurry, Glorfindel, helped bring Frodo to Rivendell to get healed by the elves. My wife and I built this lovely set while watching all 3 movies in their extended cut version. Yes, it took that long. Fantastic build. Highly recommend. Here they met with other characters to decide the fate of the ring, and thus the Fellowship was formed. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I added spaces up here in the northeast for the 9 members. Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. This is kind of cheaty because obviously they didn't come as a part of the world map. From Rivendell, our brave heroes traveled along the Misty Mountains and decided, "Let us go under it!" Through the Mines of Moria where Gandalf fell. Fighting the Balrog.
Until at last I threw down my enemy and
smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
After some crying, they found their way to the Forest of Lorien where Galadriel—
You have not seen what I've seen.
No, not that one. Gave them gifts and sent them on their way down the Anduin. The Fellowship is broken up, partly because Frodo doesn't trust anyone. Who can blame him?
I see your mind.
you will take the ring to Sauron! You will betray us!
But also because he doesn't want to get his friends killed. Sam doesn't like that and tags along anyway. Easily the best character. They make their way to Emyn Muil with the
razor-sharp rocks,
where they capture Steve Buscemi. Speaking of, my wife and I have been having way too much fun with the Snapchat filter. It's uncanny. Gollum becomes their guide and takes them to the Black Gate, which was a total waste of time. And then they travel through Gondor where they get captured and released by Faramir, Boromir's brother, who is an absolute Chad.
May death find you quickly, if you bring them to harm.
Gollum leads them past Minas Morgul and
Up the stairs we go.
and leads them right into a trap. What a surprise. Sam kills a spider and saves Frodo from some orcs, and they make their way across Mordor. As they finally get to Mount Doom, they run into Gollum again, who has a little tussle with Frodo and bites off his finger. He then falls into the lava like a chump.
See you, chump.
And just like that,
It's done.
my map is complete, and with some screws, I hung it up right where it belongs. I've wanted to do this project for probably close to a year now, and now that it's done, I'm so happy with seeing my vision come to life.
It's alive!
I'm glad I could share my love of this fictional world with you guys. If you happen to have an unbuilt world map lying around and you want to turn it into Middle-earth, let me know. If enough of you guys reach out, I can render up some instructions from my studio files and make that available for you all. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
We only wish to catch a fish so juicy, sweet.